Well, I'm Kate Ann Gaffney. I'm from Glen Mills, Pennsylvania. It's a little town area about two hours south of Scranton, 14 miles outside of the city, Philadelphia. And I go to Marywood University. I'm a senior at Marywood University. I've been studying history and political science as well as education, and essentially that pathway is going to lead me to becoming a high school social studies teacher. Other things about me, I love music. It's just me. It's something that I feel very connected with, and I also really love teaching. So it's kind of a win-win for me sometimes.
Let me tell you a story about who I wanted to be, but some things never work out.
Music provides therapy for me. It's always been my therapy. When I was a kid and I didn't have a lot of friends, music was the thing that kept me company. So I started playing music as a way to feel better about everything else going on in my life that wasn't really necessarily happy or good, or it's hard growing up, that's all. And after doing it for so long, it just became my coping skill. That's what it is, and it's perfect for me. Music even then started for me even as far back as second grade. Music brings everyone together. Music is a language in itself. Either you know it or you don't, and some people are able to just understand it. Not a lot of people know how to read it, but music brings people together. I'm not a good storyteller, but I'm a good musician. I can write it all down, make it rhyme, put it to music, and make it flow, because that's how I make my conversations flow. I can't really do that in regular conversation. I can, but it's still more difficult.
Kate was always really into music, and I'm not really good at music, so she always was showing me new things, and I'm just like, yeah, that's stuff from the car, right? And then one day I'm like, yeah, that's stuff from the car, put that on, I want to know what that is. And she really got me motivated in music, and I think just like in the last year of my life, like watching Kate jam and being around people that love music, I've really gotten better at music in general, like finding things I like without being shown by Kate or whoever else is going to show me music. And I'm just really inspired watching what she does, because you watch in awe. She's just great at what she does, and I've seen it in all lights. I've seen it when it's just me and her. I've seen it when she doesn't realize I'm watching. I've seen her perform live, and I'm always amazed.
I have a hard time socially interacting with people, so music is the way that I can socially interact. It's the only thing that I can really understand sometimes.
Well, I think Kate is a very creative person. And so she's innovative in a variety of ways. I think sometimes that is a struggle for her, because the ordinary, the prosaic, the everyday, it's not her cup of tea. And so I think that sometimes that has been a difficulty for her.
Music just helps me in general be closer to people.
Okay, well, Kate came to me to take piano lessons, and after a bit, I found she had a really creative streak. She started writing, and the chords and the progressions that she would write were really cool. And then she started writing lyrics, and those lyrics were really thought-provoking, because I knew she was struggling with some things, and that came out in her lyrics. And it really fit the music that she was writing, depending on what her lyrics were about. But one song would be very bombastic, and the next one would be very melodic and slow, but they really fit hand in glove with the lyrics. So at that point, I really encouraged her to check out the guitar because the quality of her voice, the type of song she was writing, I just knew had that ballad folk type sound that she was going to really go far if she could get her hands on a guitar and get some skill going there. So she has, and the rest is history. She's writing music, and I think she's still getting a lot out through her lyrics, and it all just fits, and it's so Kate. It just really is. When I hear it, I know who wrote it. It's Kate. So
I had a really interesting semester. I started the new year thinking that I was going to teach, go through student teaching, do my praxis test, and start a career in teaching come September. I messed up. Something that I don't necessarily tell everyone, but I guess at this point it doesn't matter, is that I have ADHD, and I take medicine every day for my ADHD. I messed up because I wasn't taking my medicine. I was kind of just like pushed back a little bit, just like a couple extra steps, one step forward, 2 steps back. I was like 2 steps back. And I was getting back on the grind and getting ready to do it again. And, okay, I'm still going to do this teaching thing. I still really like history, and this is going to be fun. This is going to be fine. And I guess when I lost my second placement of student teaching, for a reason that I don't even know about, that was kept confidential from me, I just decided, forget it. Sometimes things just like happen, and you just gotta go with what's happening and stop trying to push for other things. At the beginning of my college experience, all things music fell apart. And at the end of it, all things music came together. So what does that say? What does that mean? And I was tired of asking myself these questions, so I just was like, forget it. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm gonna do what I want to do and what makes me happy. And history still makes me happy. I still like to research and do history. But music is what always has made me happy. It's always been that therapy for me, and has always been something that I could hold on to, that I know would be there for me.
That she had a hard time, but she has figured out how to stabilize her life. And that doesn't mean, again, that it's all smooth, but she's made a lot of progress in that regard.
So now I'm going to follow this path as a musician, or at least try to. My heart has always been with music, and it was just so weird how everything fell apart for teaching and social studies and history, and everything came together for music in such a short amount of time, and everything I wanted to do just happened to be right at my feet. I can't explain the feelings that you get when you're doing something that you love. It's like, if you know the feeling, then you know what I mean. And if you don't, then you gotta figure it out.
Ever been so frustrated, you just want to scream and nothing comes out? Let me tell you a story about who I wanted to be, but some things never come about. So first I wanted to be a baker, but that got shut down so fast it wasn't even funny. Around age 12, got the keys, learned with these, then picked up guitar later on. Just knew that music was for me and feeling so complete. But apparently, music won't make me any money, so I chose history. And apparently, where I'm going seems to be another one of life's mysteries. 'Cause I don't really think I can take any more of these, just feel like they're strangling me. And just wish that the future was paved out so we could live without doubt and just follow our feet. But I'm just a senior in college trying to figure out what to do with all this knowledge, 'cause I don't think I can teach unless my students are big geeks. Could sing about George Revolutionary War, but really it's just all the board would rather write a music score. But apparently, music won't make me any money, so I chose history. And apparently, where I'm going seems to be another one of life's mysteries. 'Cause I don't really think I can take any more of these, just feel like they're strangling me. Just wish that the future was paved out so we could live without doubt and just follow our feet. So I said, who says I'm in it for the money, 'cause honey, I'm in it for the sanity. These beautiful melodies are just my way of therapy, the only thing that keeps me happy. 'Cause who says I'm in it for the money, 'cause honestly I'm in it for the sanity. These beautiful melodies are just my way of therapy, the only thing that keeps me happy.